What's going on, guys? Crashendo here, and welcome to the third episode of the Bear Cub series. So I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far, and if you are and you want to see something specific done in this series, feel free to let me know down below. I'm going to go ahead and give a quick shout out to the clan that my other half and I created. It's called Mature Cave. It's a social mature clan chat. If you're looking for a place to hang out and just talk with other mature scapers, feel free to join and have a conversation. And if you're wanting to actually join the clan, there will be a link in the description, or more rather a quick find code in the description that you can post into the RuneScape forums. That will take you to the forum post and allow you to apply there. So, now that that's said, let's jump into what this episode is going to be about. So we're working currently on doing Dream Mentor. I just finished Edgar's Ruse, and we are about to start Dream Mentor. That will allow us, with a couple other quests that we're going to be doing here as well in the beginning, to go into Nightmare Zone and start farming points. This is important because we don't have any imbues on the account, and imbues are really important for the progression of this account. So the main things that we're going to be working on are a Berserker Ring imbued, an Archer's Ring imbued, a Ring of Suffering imbued, a Slayer Helmet imbued, and a Salve Amulet Enchanted imbued. So these are some really core items that are going to help us out with a lot of things. The Ring of Suffering imbued will, of course, give us a greater defense bonus when fighting things, but on top of that, it's also going to be really useful for things like Zulrah and just endgame PVM that we're going to need tank gear for. On top of that, the Berserker Ring and the Archer's Ring are going to be really important for doing Chambers of Xeric. Alternatively, at the beginning, I might start off with the Brimstone Ring, though, because it gives the ability to ignore some of the magical defense, and I'm going to be primarily focusing on the magic hand when I do Chambers of Xeric. So, the Salve Amulet EI is for Chambers of Xeric as well as a diary requirement. Sorry about that. And we are also going to be using the Slayer Helmet imbued because magic and ranged will then have the same damage increase and accuracy bonus as melee. So those are the things that we're going to be working on. On top of that, we're going to get 65 attack and 65 strength through Nightmare Zone while we're doing this in order to get the Dragon Defender unlocked, and then we're going to get the Dragon Defender. And we will also continue on to get 75 attack, 75 strength, and 72 Slayer. Now, the 72 Slayer is so we can AFK some Skeletal Wyverns while we're working on the Crashendo series, and that will give us some passive cash so we have stuff to actually be geared up with in order to do Chambers of Xeric, which we're hoping to be starting in episode 5. Now, I also need to get Void, and then I need to do the easy, medium, and hard diaries for Western Province in order to unlock the ability to get Elite Void. So there's a lot of stuff that we're going to be doing over the next couple episodes, and I'm really hoping that you guys are going to enjoy all of it. Unfortunately, this episode's going to be a lot of questing and grinding just so we can get all of these like really early game things out of the way that are really important and that are really core for the account. But that's pretty much going to be what we're focusing on. On top of that, we're going to be doing a lot of side stuff with training some stats and that, so we can continue to do diaries and quests as we come along them. And we're also going to be working towards the Barrows gloves. Now, I'm going to be using Void and Chambers of Xeric, so the Barrows gloves aren't really a top priority at the moment. But if we got some really huge drop, like a Dragon Hunter crossbow, for example, and we sold the Dragon Hunter crossbow, and we were able to buy Bandos and Armadil, and maybe an Armadil crossbow, then we need to go ahead and get the Barrows gloves, because then we have some really good melee bonuses from those Barrows gloves, which is going to help us out a lot. Now, the Void is going to be really great for smaller teams, but the Bandos and the Armadil are going to be super huge and super important for the bigger teams if we do those. So we're going to go ahead and focus on everything as it comes to us and not really worry about anything else. So that's pretty much how this is going to go. So to start off, like I said, I'm going to be doing Dream Mentor here. So the next clip that you're going to see is hopefully the completion of that, and hopefully not me dying and losing everything, because if you die in there, it's gone for good. So let's go ahead, jump into it. All caution to the wind, and let's hope you guys enjoy episode 3. Alright, that should be the end of Dream Mentor. So I should be getting a lamp that gives me 15k experience. I can't use it on attack or prayer, but I'm already 99 prayer, so I don't really need to worry about that. So I'll go ahead and use that on strength. So go ahead and use the dreamy lamp. Squeak, voice squeaks at me, whatever. And we'll go ahead and use that on strength. Perfect. So now we are 9.6k away from 61 strength. Dream Mentor is done. I'm going to go ahead and knock out Mountain Daughter next, and probably What Lies Below. And those will pretty much solidify what we need for Nightmare Zone in order to have the best points possible. So let's go ahead and get on that. I'm also going to look at potentially putting a lunar teleport onto my portal nexus. That's going to cost a bit of money, but will definitely be worth it. Alright, so we just finished the Mountain Daughter quest, and we now have the bear head. That's a nice item, I love it. And we're going to do the What Lies Below quest so we can unlock King Roald as well. So I'll be back with the end of that quest too. Alright, there is What Lies Below completed. That's Sheep Shearer, Romeo and Juliet, Goblin Diplomacy, Fishing Contest, quite literally the best cutscene within any of the quest lines. A dragon just like swoops out of the screen, starts the boat on fire, and yeah, toasts this idiot. So let's go. Dragon Slayer and 61 strength. And Family Crest. And Gertrude's Cat. That's the golem done. I guess you don't get a reward screen, but Shadow of the Storm completed. And there's the Hero's Quest. So, I got 61 attack as well. Witch's Potion. And Monk's Friend. Thought I did this quest earlier in the account, but Witch's House. And Vampire Slayer. X marks the spot. And Prince Ellie Rescue. Dwarf done. Get fucking roasted. Oh, the best cutscenes are the really newbie ones. Absolutely love this. Can just imagine the cauldron just whipping some poor adventurer in the side of the head as they're running through Taverley. And this guy just peels off of the wall. Schlump. Ah, gotta love it. And the goblin's completed. Lumberage Guide done. Ceramic Vase. Ogre Boy done. Alright, so if you didn't know, you can actually stand here, you can call your kitten, or you can just lure it into this area, and you can just spam click chase, and it will try and chase any of the rats that are near. And because it can't actually move, it stays here, so you just spam click on the cat or the kitten, and you either get it or you don't. And that should be the Colnomancer finished. So Recipe for Disaster is now completed. Cool. And pop goes idiot. Alright, let's grab our sweet experience lamp. 20,000 experience and any skill over level 50, so you already know that's going on rune crafting. Boom. 56 rune crafting. Awesome. That also gives us the ability, like I said, to buy Barrows gloves, so we can go ahead and buy those. Alright, so we sold all of these over loot from about 10 kills, and this is the gear that we're going with. So we already had the dragon plate legs and that, but we bought the dragon boots, the Zamorakian body, and as we say that, the warrior ring that we were trying to buy bought as well. So this is our gear that we're going to go into Nightmare Zone with. I need to grab a Dwarven Rock cake. I also bought some Addy darts for the blowpipe, and I topped up the trident as well. So that's why our cash stack is sitting at 182k, which we need to be mindful of because we still need to put money in the coffer for Nightmare Zone, and we still need to have a starting bit with Nightmare Zone, so I have the prayer potions for that already, but yeah, just some things that we need to keep in mind. Alright, so I tried about an hour of the melee method for Nightmare Zone, and unfortunately we don't really hit too often or too hard, especially on these hard rumbles where we're point farming. So I'm going to stick to the blowpipe and trident for gathering all my points, which means that I will probably have to go back to Zulrah in the very near future just to replenish Zulrah scales on top of that cash for the Nightmare Zone coffer. So yeah, that's pretty much how that one's going to go. I tried to do it with the melee method, did an hour, only got like 200,000 points, which isn't too terrible, but it was... for the experience that I was getting and everything else, was not worth it. Alright, that'll do for Zulrah for now. We managed to fill our blowpipe up to 35.2%, so that should last for about maybe 2 or 3 million points. I'm not really sure how long that'll last. We might be able to finish off all of our points if it lasts for 3 million, because then we'll have somewhere around like 4.3 million sitting in the coffer. We have some more money here to put in the Nightmare Zone coffer, because that's why we needed some money there as well. And we can buy some more adamant darts. I also need to buy some ranging potions for the next time that we go back to Zulrah, but those don't cost really anything. So I'm going to buy probably, 2,000 addy darts for now should be fine. And then probably 20 ranging potion. Alright, there she is, 4.66 million points. That's enough to imbue the Salve Amulet Enchanted, as well as the Slayer Helmet, and the 3 rings that we want to imbue, being the Suffering, Berserker, and the Archers. Unfortunately, we had to use the blowpipe for that for the most part, so we're sitting at 3.6% scales again, and we also use the Trident for some of the Dream Mentor bosses, so we're kind of low on that too. On top of that, we don't have enough money for a black mask yet, so we're going to go ahead and pop back over to Zulrah for a bit. Alright, we'll start with the hard clue that we just finished. Pretty standard loot, but 143k, that is very nice. I will 100% take that. Alright, so that quest only took about 20 minutes. I thought it was going to take a bit longer than that, but hey, that's pretty nice. We also got a free Helm of Nates as well, so we can continue on with our clue. I need to grab a nose peg from a Slayer Master real quick, though. I gotta go to Leda next. Oh, that means that we need to do Roving Elves. Oof. Alright, Roving Elves isn't a long quest by any means. It's just... man, I didn't want to have to do all these quests. Alright, we're at the end of Roving Elves, so we're just going to use the quick command Elf Appearus, and yeah, I wish it was that easy. Anyways, we're just going to wait here for a second because they should be back any moment now, and we'll finish up the quest, and then we can go into Lieta and finish this clue. Alright, talk to him, and it should be completed. I'm going to go ahead and just grab the Crystal Shield. I really don't care too much. So, yeah, we're just going to grab the shield. 10,000 strength experience. It's going to give us 63 strength as well. I guess we're going to... hold on a second. Did it just say that I need to start Morning's End Part 1 in order to get to Lieta? Oh, please tell me not. Alright. We need to start Morning's End Part 1. Oh, that means that we need to do Sheep Herder, which can be a very short quest, but in my experience, it's always been a very long one. So, we're going to see how this one goes. We only need to apparently start Morning's End Part 1, but like I said, sometimes this just isn't as easy as it seems, so we'll be back with the end of Sheep Herder. Alright, so we had to enable the Mimic possibility. Did Sheep Herder started Morning's End Part 1. Let's see if this casket is going to be worth the, 3 or 4 quests that we had to do. Yeah, no. Alright, so we got the black mask now. I alked the Ceradoman staff from the mage arena for some extra cash. So now we're sitting at 48.9k. I also fully charged the trident, so that's good and ready to go for the future. I bought 200 nature runes, 3,000 lava runes for alking stuff that we get while doing Slayer. And I also sold the Berserker and Archer helmet now that we have the Helm of Nataznot. So let's go ahead and imbue a Slayer helmet, I guess. Alright. Imbue the Slayer helmet, imbue the Salve Amulet E. So now we have the Salve Amulet EI and the Slayer helmet I. So for those of you that don't know, the Slayer helmet imbued actually gives you a positive magic attack and ranged bonus as well. So this will also become our best in slot helmet for doing Zulrah. Awesome. Alright, I figured I'd go ahead and ask this question to you guys now that I'm kind of killing stuff around other people that are killing stuff. Do you guys care if I pick up loot that other players leave on the ground, such as that grimy Avanto that player is leaving on the ground? I'm curious if you guys do care about that. I haven't picked up anything from anybody else yet, but I'm just curious as to what you guys think about that. Because there's going to be times when I actually go kill things like worms or something of that sort, and people will leave other stuff on the ground. And if you guys don't want me to pick that stuff up, then I won't. But if you guys don't really care, then I will pick it up because it will help with the overall quicker progression of the account. Just AFKing some of these Bear Inspectors, and we got 64 strength. So one more strength level, and then we will switch over to attack to get that to 65 as well. And of course, we ended up getting a hard casket, well, hard clue from the Bear Inspectors. So we got the hard casket, and that gives us a master clue. Maybe I'll get it on recording, and there's 65 strength. Time to move over to attack. Right, we only killed about like 20 worms before we had to teleport out because we ran out of supplies, but we did get a hard clue, so here's the casket. Pretty standard clue loot, not the best, but not the worst. Definitely will help. 43,000 is better than nothing, so. Alright, back to worms. Well, we just missed it, but 62 attack. Coming in nicely. So 3 more attack levels before we can get that Dragon Defender. I am so ready to move up from the Book of War. So ready. Just missed it, but level 63 attack. And the other day we actually got 1925 total. I completely forgot to record that, but yeah, we got that as well the other day. It's been quite a bit of time since that happened though, so I'm not really over counting it, but yeah. We're quickly on the way towards 1950 total and 2000 total. Well, I guess we got some alright RNG. We just got a dragon sword. I think these are weak to stab, so I'm just going to finish the last few of these off with the dragon sword and see if it actually does anything decent. I'm also not sure what the special attack is. Oh, it's like a shank. Oh, but it uses 40%. Okay, never mind. I think the DDS is better to use then. 64 attack, 1 more level. Alright, so we should be getting level 65 attack here, which means that we now have 65 attack and 65 strength. Level 66 strength. This is taking quite a lot longer than I actually anticipated it to get the defenders. We're already on the bronze one, but we are kind of double the drop rate for the iron already. So we'll probably have to get more Warrior Guild tokens. I started off with 800, so I'm thinking we'll probably need about maybe 2,500 to 3,000 in total, but we'll see. Maybe our luck will turn around. Alright, so I was busy talking with people, but I got 68 strength, and we just finished the Dragon Defender. So that took quite a bit of time. 201 minutes total, so a bit over 3 hours. But now we have the Dragon Defender, which is going to be huge. As compared to the Book of War, it gives us a plus 4 extra strength bonus, which is an additional max hit, which is huge. And on top of that, we also have all of these accuracy bonuses, so those are going to be huge as well. And a few defense bonuses too, so we're doing pretty well. The only thing is we don't have the +5 extra prayer bonus, which is going to hurt in some areas, but I think the extra max hit is definitely going to balance that out for us. Alright, we got a hard clue from the Cyclopes, so let's see what we get from the casket. Not terrible. I'll take it. The recharged Dragonstone jewelry scrolls are pretty nice for the glories. I think I only have one glory, though, remaining in my bank. So if we ever get more, it'll definitely be nice. And then the runes aren't too shabby either. Alright, that was a lot more stressful than it needed to be. But we now have enough points for the Penance Torso. So that's unlocked, and we have 250 collector points, so I'm actually going to grab level 2 in the collector role for the future, because we will need to get level 5 in all roles, but there is a fighter torso, so we can sell the Zamorak plate body, and we're actually kind of looking a bit decent now. I mean, look at this. We look pretty good. So we're going to go to our next Slayer task, which is Fire Giants, plot away at those. They're not really going to give us much money, but they will give us some decent experience. We did manage to get level 68 Strength through the Defender grind, so that should help us with hitting a bit higher, because we will be using supersets and prayer potions. So yeah, hopefully we can maybe get like level 69 strength from this Slayer task, if not close to level 70. I don't know how much experience we're going to get. 69 strength. Alright, 70 strength. Time to move on to attack. So it should be a bit of time before we catch up to that. It's about 300,000 experience, a little less than that, so we'll keep plotting away at that. Probably end up getting that around the time that we get 71 Slayer. And we'll continue to train strength after that until we get to 72 Slayer. Alright, that's a Berserker Ring imbued. We have 104k cash remaining. I went ahead and restocked on some of the monkfish as well as the super attacks and super strengths, because I'm using a lot of prayer right now for slaying, so I'm not really using the super defense too much. And I also grabbed some extended anti-fire, so we have that. We already have a 3-dose in the bank, but for other dragon tasks and whatnot. I miss all of these levels, but 66 attack, so 51k until 67. Got a task of Dust Devils, so just plotting away at those. They do hit quite hard, so I might just switch to prayer on these, as I've only killed about 17 and I've used probably like 11 food. 67 attack still in the Dust Devils task. 22.9k experience until level 71 Slayer, and now we're at 56.5k until level 68 attack. So this task should be over fairly soon. No Brimstone keys yet, 2 superiors though, so those are making the Slayer experience go by nicely. This is starting to be like the Crashendo series all over again. I am not getting any of these levels as they come in. But there's 68 attack. So I bought a pair of Torag's plate legs for 206k. We're going to go ahead and sell the dragon plate legs for 161k. And basically just spending an extra 40k for quite a lot of defense bonus. And there's 71 Slayer. Awesome. 69 attack. Alright, that is Garden of Tranquility done. Now to move on to Swan Song. Alright, so the only experience that was actually pretty good out of that was the 10k fishing experience, as I already have 99 prayer and magic. But we can now move on with the clue. Alright, let's see if the hard clue was worth doing. 87.4k, that's pretty decent for a hard clue. And there's 70 attack, so we can switch back over to strength. We're going to train strength up. 71 strength. Alright, 72 strength, 1950 total. Well, we got another dragon sword. 72 Slayer, did not expect to get that from the superior. Alright, there we have it, 73 strength. That is the last level that we're going to be getting this episode. Do a quick tour of the bank. I'm going to do the, whatever quest it is, Elemental Workshop after I finish this video. So we have some questing kind of at the beginning of the next video. So we can go ahead, deposit everything into the bank. We're sitting at about an 18.6 mil bank value, which is quite nice. We have 2.3 million cash after I sell the loot that we just got from the Worms task and a Bloodveld's task as well. We should be sitting a bit higher than that, maybe close to the 2.5 or even close to the 3 mil mark. I don't know how much we have, but yeah, it'll definitely be quite a decent amount. I also need to go ahead and buy some more monkfish, and I might upgrade to a dragon crossbow. So I don't exactly know how much they are, and go ahead and look it up real quick. So a dragon crossbow is 1.8 mil. Okay, so 1.8 mil, we have that already. Buy some more broad bolts. I might go with the amethyst ones. I'm not exactly sure. They are quite expensive, but if we're just going to be camping, the average drop from wyverns is quite pricey, so we'll definitely make money. So as far as going over what we've done this episode, we have gotten the Barrows gloves, which is great. We got the Slayer helmet back, and we also have that imbued. We have a Berserker ring now, and that's also imbued. We imbued the Salve Amulet EI. We still have enough Nightmare Zone points to imbue a Ring of Suffering when we can afford that, as well as an Archer's Ring. And we have a couple points left over that I might just kind of save up in case we ever need to imbue something like a Seer's Ring or maybe even another Salve Amulet. So just going to kind of stockpile those away. And yeah, that's pretty much what we've done throughout this episode. I don't think that's... oh yeah, we also got the Dragon Defender. So I don't really think that's downplaying it, because we didn't really have the intention of ever getting Barrows gloves this episode. I know it was like an intention for maybe like 2 or 3 episodes from now. But yeah, that was pretty huge to get. Definitely making a huge difference with the training and whatnot. So I'm curious to see how it's going to sort of play out as far as what we're going to be able to get from our upgrades and gear and whatnot. But like I said, I need 14 quest points before I can take on Dragon Slayer 2, and I have to do the Elemental Workshop Part 1 quest at least, but I'll also do the Part 2, and then I also need to do 2 sub-quests before I can even do Dragon Slayer 2. So those should put me at about 200 quest points. If not, there are other quests that I can complete, like the Fremennik Exiles, as well as Monkey Madness Part 2. So we definitely have the ability to get to 200 quest points. So we're going to be doing some AFK Wyverns in the next episode. I've been flipping on Crashendo, so hopefully the amount of money that I'm starting with for making money on Crashendo is a decent bit. But with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and I hope you guys are enjoying the series. And I will see you guys probably in about 2 weeks with the next Bear Cub episode. But it'll probably be about a week before the first Crashendo episode. So once again, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.